Central National Bank proudly supports the students and staff of Marion Florence USD 408. Central National Bank has been providing Kansans with sound financial advice since 1884. We are dedicated to providing the quality service that makes our Marion County customers and the communities we serve successful. The officers and employees of Central National Bank work to be your financial resource of choice in the Marion County area. St. Luke Hospital provides a full range of healthcare services. The healthcare professionals and staff are dedicated to keeping you healthy and helping you recover if illness or accident do occur. Remodeled in 2012, St. Luke Hospital added a state-of-the-art physical therapy area, CT scanner, and beautiful patient care areas. The hospital, living center, and medical clinic provide the best in medical services. St. Luke Hospital, right here at home, right here for you. When time is called on the field, it's a Tampa State Bank timeout. Tampa State Bank provides support to MCTV and provides the best in banking services in Marion and Tampa. Tampa State Bank is one of the few locally owned banks in Marion County and offers a full range of banking services, including ATM service. State Bank provides friendly, courteous officers and staff, as they have since 1901. When it comes to banking, see TSB. When the Warriors cross the goal line, it's a Case & Son touchdown. Case & Son is an independent insurance agency representing many companies and offering a full line of property and casualty insurance, including home, auto, farm, business, and life. Case & Son is the oldest continuously operated business in Marion County. Just as MCTV counts on them for support, you can count on Case & Son Insurance. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Welcome to Game 9 in the 2016 Marion High School football season. Mike Powers here for MCTV, Marion County Channel 20. Here with Jeremiah Lang and Casey Case, Gene Winkler, Danny Maddox, and the main man, Jay Smith, who brought Gambino's Pizza for us tonight.
Ooh, that was delicious.
This is the Central National Bank pregame show.
Please stand and show proper respect for our nation's flag as the Hesston High School.
Tonight is a big game for the Warriors, for the Swathers of Hesston. We are on the road, as you can see from your screen, in Hesston, Kansas. We've played Hesston many times over the years. It always seems to be a big game, and it seems like it's always in Hesston, although I know that can't be true. We believe that Marion needs to win by 15 points tonight, and if they do so, they will be in the playoffs and either in the first or second spot. So it is going to be a big ball game, and to analyze and break down that game, let's go to Casey and Jeremiah, and we'll start with Casey.
I'm going to analyze it for you, Mike. Summed it up best when he said to be in the playoffs. We win. There is still a chance that we, depending on what southeast of Saline and Hillsborough do tonight. A Marion victory by 15 points and a Hillsborough victory would ensure that Marion would win the district. It gets pretty complicated when you start trying to figure out how much more we need to beat Hesston by than Southeast beats Hillsborough. Anyway, we need to win tonight's game, and we need to win by 15 points. And I think we have it in us. The second half at Sedgwick and the last three quarters against Hutch Trinity, I saw a Marion Warrior team that was dominant. And if things I think have to go their way for them to be dominant tonight. But if we get a few early breaks and get up a couple of scores, I think we can roll.
Jeremiah.
Mike, I don't think that the task is impossible. I think Marion can come out and win by 15. However, it's going to be a challenge. Hesston comes in as a strong team, pretty balanced between running and passing, and strong defense, quick to the ball. Marion's going to have to, as I told some of the guys last night, they're going to have to play the game of their lives with no regrets and just leave it all on the field so there's no dispute.
Since Marion joined this Heart of America League, has been thought that perhaps the league wasn't as strong as the league we had been in formerly that included Hillsboro and some of these teams. I would dispute that the last few years, because as I've watched how the season broke down, I really felt like that with Sedgwick and Hutch Trinity and Marion, you had some very strong schools that did quite well going on into playoffs and so on. This year, I think it probably is legitimate. I think that Hesston's played a tougher schedule. But last week, before the Marion-Hillsboro game, I heard someone say that this was going to be a razor-thin game because Hillsboro played such a tougher schedule than Marion. Well, that game was 42-14, and I know if I was favoring Hillsboro in that, I would say, well, but, you know, it wasn't really that far apart. Well, it really was. Marion marched up and down the field, just couldn't get in the end zone. And had gotten the end zone, had the inadvertent whistle, but that could have been a 60-14 game. So I'm kind of contradicting myself. I think that Hesston is going to be all we can possibly handle. They're 5-3, but if you look at who they played and the records of the teams they lost to, they're awfully good. But I do think we can win. I just think we might need a break or two. Any thoughts about that? Oh, by the way, we're broadcasting from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area, which is not as nice on the road as it is home.
No, but it is nicer than the one at Sterling, so.
Yes, that's true. Case, last thoughts before we get to some football.
I'm still trying to digest what you just said. It may take me to tell my first quarter report, but I'll come up with something.
All right, fair enough. Warriors come out on the field. We'll get a shot of them as they come on the field. Casey gets upset if we pull the camera off of him too soon. There's the Warriors coming out on the field. And that'll, from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area, that will end our Central National Bank pregame show. When we come back, the kickoff.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet, but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
I want to thank Central National Bank and Lanning Pharmacy, and we're ready now for our opening kickoff. Our first quarter sponsors are Eagle Communication,
Prairie Land Partners,
Marion National Bank. Casey Case on the sideline. We got Danny Maddox with the Danny Cam in the stands. Jay Smith up here on the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast tower. Gene Winkler down on the ground surrounded by equipment. This is Mike and Jeremiah up here where the cold wind blows. But it's not cold.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
For the end of October.
Here's the kick. Fairly short kick.
Went out of
It's going to
bounds.
go out of bounds.
Looks like Swathers will have the ball at their, 35?
They'll bring it out to the 35 and have pretty good field position to start tonight's game.
Yeah, this is an opportunity that the Warriors need to take on defense to set the tone early and not look back. So
If it seems like our picture has got a pretty good angle that we're kind of high, we're sitting on top of the berm or the dike that runs around the football stadium. We put a scaffolding tower on that, and we up in the air.
Pretty nice. We're about even with the press box on the other side.
All right, Hesston comes out with one back. Quarterback looks to throw immediately. He pumps and goes long. That's Peterson on the coverage. The receiver comes back, gets it, and makes a nice catch.
Yeah, we saw that play during being practiced during warm-ups. That was exactly what they were practicing. And number 16 for Hesston is Zach Esau. He's their quarterback, and he's got a good tight spiral on the ball a lot of the time.
They come back up to the line quickly. They got twin receivers on each side. This time they're going to run the ball, and they'll get a short gain.
Yeah, it looked like Cade Harms was there to wrap him up, and I think 59, Nathan Baldwin pulled him down.
Nathan started to take the fake and then realized and turned back and was in on that tackle. I'll give 2 on that. 2nd and 8 now. Line of scrimmage is on the Warrior 37. Again, they want to pass. Warriors get some pressure. Going long again. Boy, that's in the end zone. That's intercepted. No! Must have fallen out of the... Was that Peterson or was that Wheeler?
That was Wheeler, I think.
He didn't protest. The official immediately called it an incomplete interception, if you will.
Oh, that was Peterson.
Okay. I think the receiver did a kind of a nice job of interfering there and not letting Peterson intercept that pass. Third down now.
This quarterback's thrown 8 interceptions this year, so it's not out of the wheelhouse for us to get one here
Well,
tonight.
they've come out like the Mad Bombers here. Had a quick pass out in the flat. Complete. Oh, he's going to go down the sideline. We had a chance. Yeah, we had a chance to get him, and that's a touchdown right off the bat for the Swathers.
Yeah, that was kind of a bubble screen out there, and no one there to tackle him, and he slipped right by 2 defenders on the sideline.
Well, that's not what we wanted to see on the first possession,
Not at
certainly.
all.
That's the thing that scares me. If we get behind and they have the momentum, it's going to be a tough night for us.
Yeah, it's hard to get up 15 if you're going to spot 6 right off the bat here.
Exactly. The line up for the kick. Warriors go for the block. Don't get it, but was that good? Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
It was on the right side from an offensive, where the offensive players were. It was over the right upright.
Yeah, it looked like from our angle it was hard to tell.
Yeah. So Hesston will start off 7-0 after their first possession, and the Warriors will have to come out and do something offensively here.
Yeah, 10:59 still remain in the first quarter, so.
You know, I'm not going to say that we need to score. It'd be nice, but I do think from a standpoint of having some momentum and not getting down right away, at the very least you want to get a couple of first downs and be in a position to not let them start on their 35, kick it and get them a little deeper in their own territory.
Yeah. I don't know if there was someone we were trying to avoid on the kickoff or what, but we're going to have to set it further back and get our guys around it.
Neufeld's been very good, very consistent this year. He's had a couple of nights when he's kind of tended to go off to the side, but generally he's pretty consistent. Here will come the kick from the Swathers. Onside kick, let it go out of bounds. All right, we've got it. Stuklik recovered it.
Yep, good hands by Stuklik, good quick to the ball. Going to be Warrior ball at about the 43.
Now, obviously, Hesston is going for blood right off the bat to come out with an onside kick like that. So I guess we know how they're viewing this game, but we do have great field position to start our first possession.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 43.
On the right hash mark, as you see, and the Warriors will come out. They got Heidebrecht and Wheeler as the slot backs. Riggs, the running back. Quick pass
Good
to
quick pass
Wheeler.
to
He
Wheeler.
pulls it in. He's going to be close to a first down, about
Yeah.
a yard short.
Good pass. The ball was thrown as Wheeler was turning around and bobbled a little bit, but was able to bring it in and pick up about 9 yards.
I like that, Jeremiah. Good quick pass. The Warriors have been hurt a little bit over the times this year by those kind of passes are hard to defend. Glad to see us add that to our playbook.
Yeah.
2nd and 1. There's a pitch to Wheeler. He cuts back upfield. He's got the first down, gets the ball inside the 45.
Hey, he's able to pick up 3 yards by cutting back in, and he's met by a couple swathers there to brought down, but a good first down for the Warriors, and they keep marching forward.
This Hesston team beat Southeast of Saline last week by, I think, 6 points, somewhere in that ballpark. Of course, Southeast really beat up on Marion in just a game that kind of the perfect storm of everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Snyder keeps. Not much there.
No, they were looking for him to keep the ball, and they didn't bite on the fake, so maybe a yard for Schneider.
2nd and 9.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9.
Snyder made the fake to Riggs that time and then kept the ball. And it's kind of unusual that we've had this many offensive plays and Riggs has not carried.
That's true.
Been a workhorse for the Warriors. Riggs gets the carry there. He's going to get about 4.
Yeah, he's going to make it to the 40-yard line.
Riggs, the ball carrier. Zach Bode making the tackle.
Kind of rumbled to a few yards there.
Yep. We'll have 3rd, and it'll be a long 5, maybe 5.5. Schultz brings in the play from the sideline. Good crowd here tonight on both sides of the field. Making a lot of noise. Snyder wants to pass. He's going long to Schultz. Oh, just overthrew him.
Just long. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5, maybe 6, and see what the Warriors decide to do here.
We had a nice gift as we were sitting down on the other side of the berm here, having some Gambino's pizza. Schultz's dad showed up with a plate of different kinds of tasty treats.
Ooh, they were good.
Had a card signed by the various Warrior players and said thanks from the Warriors and their parents, I guess, and we really appreciated that.
Yep. Garrett Hoffner set back to punt.
Turner's at his own, the receiver's at his own 14. One for that coffin corner. Oh, wow. Great punch.
Yeah,
nice job of by Stukely.
Yeah, Stukely got down the field in a hurry and turned around. There was the ball.
The 2-yard line.
And they pinned him right down there at the 2-yard line. So the Warriors have to come out now, obviously, and they've got to be tough on defense. We can't let them march 98 yards and get a touchdown. We've got to make use of this, I'm not going to call it a break, but this great special teams play.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for the Warriors to stand strong, and they're going to have to hit hard here, make the tackles when they have the chance, and we can't afford to let guys slip by because that's where we got hurt on the last possession.
We got Casey Case right down there on the sideline, right on the line of scrimmage. The run goes around the right side, not much there.
No, it looked like Tyler Pallett got in there, and we'll see who else. But the quarterback just had nothing going. Looked like Tyler Pallett for sure.
Scouting report indicated although they run a spread offense, they are a run-first spread, although they did come out passing in that first possession. So 2nd down, 10 to go. Handoff again. Nicely played. Is that a safety?
That should be, but I don't think they're calling it. I think they're going to say that he was down with the ball on this side of the goal line.
Casey says we're about a foot from the goal line.
Okay, that's a great defensive play by the Warriors there.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11, this is exactly what we wanted. Now we've gotta hang tough on 3rd down.
Yeah, we cannot afford to give something up here.
I would expect them to go to the air. Maybe we can get a little pass rush on them here. It is, and we do have a pass rush. That's Palak back there. That's a safety. That's a safety.
Yep.
He's in the zone in a bad way.
Here's the replay. That's Nathan Baldwin.
That's Baldwin.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
Baldwin.
59.
Yeah.
Great play by Baldwin, and that is a Case and Son safety. Do we have such a thing?
We do now.
Casey, come on.
We might have to charge Case and Son an extra $50 though. So.
Point that antenna at Casey.
It doesn't.
How many of
There
them
we go.
over the course of the last few years? That may be the first Case and Son safety I can remember.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Nathan Baldwin did a great job. I watching him the whole way. He did what I think they call a bull rush. He just worked his way around the outside of his blocker. Quarterback took way too much time, and he got a hand on him, and that was fun to watch from my perspective.
You had the great seats there, Casey.
That'll put our score at Hesston 7, Marion 2. Hesston will be kicking. Well, they have an option. They can punt or kick off, but they are doing it from the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to kick off.
Send Corbin Wheeler back and Mason Peterson, it looks like.
Corbin and Mason, to me, they just look similar. They're similar size, and they've got similar numbers, and
Yeah.
I confuse them on a consistent basis.
I bet we won't see an onside kick.
I would love to. I hope we do. I think that'd be fantastic. Then you know they're really riverboat gambling.
That's right.
Line drive kick is going to be taken by Peterson at the 25. He's looking for a hole.
Ooh,
Gonna
he's
get it across the 40.
met at about the 41. Warriors are going to have about the same starting field position as they did after the last kickoff.
Jeremiah, we know how Mike gets confused so easily. I just hope he doesn't refer to these guys as the Cardinals tonight.
I'm pretty proud of myself because
Since they are red and white.
that's black and kind of that's not even a real red.
Marion takes over first and
Oh, what that is.
41-yard line.
You know, Hutch Trinity, they look like Cardinals, and I was pretty proud. I only said Cardinals once, and that's
Sure.
only because Casey inserted it in my subconscious. Riggs with the carry. Riggs running hard. Is going to pick up 6 yards, maybe 7.
Yeah, he did a good job there running through the middle and rumbles through a few yards, breaks a couple tackles before he gets brought down. Love watching Riggs just get stronger as the game goes.
Gain of 6 on the play.
We're going to split Bryce Schultz out on the left side. Keep everybody else in tight. Your slot backs are Wheeler and Peyton Heidebrecht. It's Heidebrecht in motion. Riggs gets another carry. That time is not much gain. They're going to give him a pretty nice spot.
They gave him a
actually.
great spot. I didn't see the pile even get that far, but we'll take it, and going to leave us with 3rd and 1 here.
It is 3rd and a yard for the Warriors.
Gain of 3 brings up
We're
3rd and 1.
from our producer Gene Winkler is looking at the replay. He said the pile didn't get close to that spot, but that's okay. We've lost our share of.
That's right.
We've had our share of bad breaks. We need a couple of small good ones. It's a pass play. They're going long. Oh, that was for Peterson, and that was too long.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just a little bit long on the passes or short on the routes. I don't know which it is, but we're gonna have to get that timing worked out because I think those passes are there.
There's next to no wind. The flag is just hanging straight down from the flagpole. Before the game, we were up here and things were kind of blowing around, but boy, when the sun went down, the wind stopped with it.
Guys, looks like we're going for it here.
We are going for it.
I'll tell you the old rule of thumb in a minute.
Okay, 4th and 1. Got to get across or get to the 50. We'll have it. Riggs with the carry. No, I bought the fake.
Yep,
That was a keeper and
Snyder kept and was brought down.
yeah, went
in the
nowhere.
backfield.
What's the rule of thumb, Casey?
Tell you guys, the old rule of thumb is you never underthrow a long pass. never overthrow a short pass. So Jack threw those balls right where they needed to be. We just got to get our timing down a little better.
Yep.
Well, that makes sense, because if you overthrow a short pass, you're probably going to get it picked off, and if you underthrow a long pass, you're probably going to get it picked off. So
Warriors
now,
on defense.
Yeah, Hesston will take over with great field position on the Warrior 47. Warriors came out and kind of got rocked early, and then did a nice job deep. Here's a great run by Hesston. They're going to get the first down, and he's free down the sideline.
Very patient runner. I don't know if you saw him coming through, Mike, but he looked for a break in the line, and once he found it, he cut quick, and he was gone.
I think that was Noah Albin who eventually was able to push him out of bounds. Nice pursuit by Albin. Oh, I take that back. That was Peterson. Albin was down there too. I take them clear down to the 15.
2 on the play gives Hesston first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, quarterback keeps. He'll get the ball inside the 10.
Yeah, Tyler Palak and looks like Garrett Hoffner were there on the tackle.
The ball carrier.
The Swathers they don't have incredible size, but they got some big kids, 234, 231 on that offensive line. Another handoff. At that time, it's hitting the backfield.
Yeah, somebody got a hand on him. I think it was Tyler Palak.
We'll see here. They
Yeah.
trying to see if they give him any gain at all. It doesn't look like it.
Tyler Palak got him initially, and then Peyton Heidelberg finished him off. Bring third down, about 3.
Yeah, they're gonna say it's a gain of 1. The scoreboard says 3rd and 3. It looks more like 3rd and 2 to me. And looking to the sideline, getting the play call from the coaches. Again, now the quarterback keeps. That was nice. That was that's a touchdown. That was in essence a quarterback draw. He went back, kind of pumped or brought it up a little bit, and then just took off and ran with it. Well, the decision to go for it at the 50-yard line kind of comes back and may haunt the Warriors. I don't think it was a bad decision. Frankly, I think that's one in a game like this. You've got to take some chances.
Yeah, you're going to have to take chances and hope they work your direction, because as you can see, Warriors are...
Well, that looked exactly the same, and it must have been, because they called it good again.
Warriors now down by 12 with 4:49 left in the first quarter. We're going to have to put a drive together that results in some points.
14-12. I think for next season, perhaps we should have Gene Winkler get a camera that we could mount on each end of the field on the uprights so we could see whether that ball went through or not.
For the handful of games that actually have kickers.
Boy, isn't that true?
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that long ago that everybody was kicking, even if they weren't very good at it.
Yeah.
And this season, the Warriors, of course, haven't attempted a single extra point via kick, and a lot of our opponents haven't either.
Yeah, I can't think of many this year that have. Of course, I missed the last 2 games, so.
Yeah, Jeremiah was on a diplomatic mission. He was the State Department asked him to go to Cuba and negotiate the closing of Guantanamo Bay.
I was fortunate to be down there when President Obama lifted the limit on cigars and rum that you can bring back, so.
Yeah, we know, and you didn't bring us any of either. All right.
I didn't think that would look good during the football game.
I think probably not. Probably not. Well, I'm a bit of a broken record, but once again, I think the Warriors need to... clearly, we're going to have some trouble stopping Hesston tonight, so we're going to have to try to keep them as deep in their own territory as we can. That means we've got to get some first downs here. Good kick. Taken at the 8-yard line.
It's Wheeler.
Nice move by Wheeler, and he runs over one
still
tackler.
going.
Wow, great return by Wheeler.
Yeah, Wheeler laid one guy out and kept going and picked up about 12 more yards after the first contact.
Here's another look at it. He got the ball out to the 39, so that's a 31-yard kickoff return. That's the old stiff arm.
Yep.
Takes over first
Boom.
at their own 38-yard line.
Nice job by Wheeler.
Those guys are just reaching up, hoping they can grab a piece of them and bring them down.
So the Warriors with good field position. Riggs with the carry. Riggs is going to pick up, I think he may have a first down.
I think you're right. If he doesn't, it's close. But, yep, they're calling it a first down. Great, about 11-yard carry by Riggs here. He just blows right through the middle and picks up a few yards.
Snyder took a pretty good hit at the end of that play.
And I think that's just going to be the case all night. He's going to have to play strong, and I mean, he's going to need protection from that. But the Swathers are coming out strong and hitting hard.
So the ball, nose of the ball, kissing the 50-yard line. If noses can kiss.
Eskimo.
Isn't that with your eyelashes?
No, that's a butterfly.
Oh, that's
kiss.
butterfly. I'm
You
sorry.
had daughters. Come on.
Well, I don't kiss my daughters like that, but okay. That's a Tampa State Bank timeout called by Marion.
Got it in your grid.
I do have it in my grid.
Our first quarter sponsors are Eagle Communication, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank.
Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, Yum Yum Yum, HRK Variety, and Katie Insurance. The band is playing a song I did not intend to Yum 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 with the band, but I did a nice job.
You
didn't
did.
I?
You were timed well, and almost think that you practiced that.
Jay Smith is over here with a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a wind shirt, gloves, shorts, and flip-flops. What is wrong with that picture?
At least he doesn't have a ski mask on yet.
All right, the Warriors with a first down.
3:57 in the first quarter remaining. 14-2 Hesston.
Man in motion, gonna roll this direction. Need a couple of blocks. That's a keeper by Snyder. Nice run. Snyder's gonna get it near the 30.
He is it. There was a guy looking for the pitch to Wheeler, and Wheeler got hit hard.
There's the shot from the Danny cam. Ooh, man, I didn't like that. That kid went in helmet to helmet.
Yeah, I was definitely suspect if you ask me. A really hard hit for a guy that didn't have the ball.
And I understand that you coach that, punish the other guy, but not helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
Big first down, takes the ball down to big run. First down run by Snyder, takes the ball to the 31. 3:50 mark of the first quarter. Snyder keeps going around the other direction. Nice run. He's going to be near another first down.
That almost, Mike, looked like something out of nothing. It looked like Schneider was expecting for someone to be there, and he turned the other way and ran with it. But maybe not. I
can't tell.
Hard to say.
I know exactly what you're saying, but I can't. I don't know. That may have been designed. That may have been a busted play.
Yeah.
It's going to be second and very short, less than a yard. Snyder keeps again. Snyder, oh man, Snyder got the first down, and that was all effort.
He fought for that. He's going to get the ball here, and he takes a few hits, and he pushes his way into the first down.
Wheeler was there with him. He was running along going, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? All right, the ball, 20-yard lines, our line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 Warriors. Snyder wants to pass, quick
Short.
pass, incomplete.
Yeah, that was just a little bit short, and Stukla couldn't get to it.
Stuklik will come out as Schultz comes in. Those two, along with Peterson, kind of relay plays.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the Warrior 20. Or I guess that'd be the Hesston 20, wouldn't it?
Would be the Hesston
Yeah.
20. We're going to make it ours. Come around this direction.
There.
That was Wheeler, and
Yeah, they were
that's
waiting.
nothing there, yeah. Going to be a loss of 4 yards on that.
Yeah, that player for Hesston that took Wheeler down was 44, Parker Roth, and we've seen his speed on offense and now here on defense, and we're just going to have to keep aware of where he's at, and when we're on defense, bring him down on offense, maybe run away from him.
Roth is 5'10" and 189 pounds. He's just a sophomore. He's a good athlete.
He is.
Snyder, he got nobody out there to help him. He's got back that loss, but it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Warriors are going to have to fight for this one.
We got an injured player here on the sidelines. Cannot tell who it is.
I think it might be Jack. Yeah.
Okay, we think it's Jack Snyder, and we can't really.
4th and 9.
Yeah, it's Jack.
I'm working on him over here. Coach Tiroff, I think, felt like, I'm hypothesizing, obviously, but I think he thought he got hit late.
Yeah, I think it was an out-of-bounds hit.
The Marion coaches, by body language and actions, were not happy. Oh, and the guy with the down marker just stood there with it. That's one of the first things that you need to know if you're going to run the sideline, the chains, is when they're coming over, you drop that thing.
Yeah, get out of the way.
You don't prop it up and let a player run into it. Saw that very thing happen when I was in high school. I can't remember where we were playing.
Hello, can you hear me up there?
Yes, we can.
It is bad. It does not look good.
What happened, Casey?
I don't know if he landed on the down mark or not, but he has got a lump right in the middle of his kneecap that's about 4 inches long and 2 inches high, and he is in extreme pain. I mean,
Man.
it's not good.
Man.
That is not what anyone wants to see.
Corbin Wheeler taking snaps on the sideline down here. Corbin is kind of the primary backup on the varsity. Chase Stringer he's the JV quarterback, and he's taken some varsity snaps. When I was in high school, Jeremiah had that exact situation. We were playing somewhere, and play came to the sideline. To get another look at it here. Play came to the sideline, and the guy holding the down marker just literally propped it up and braced, and our player ran into it, and our assistant coach went ballistic. Grabbed the marker, threw it like a spear. I mean, he probably should have got a penalty, but the point was you dropped that thing.
I had a feeling it was bad. Pretty soon after, one of our coaches took off their headset and threw it to the ground. And,
yeah.
Really frustrated by how that was called.
So Jerry Smith was talking to Chase Stringer down there. Chase is number 5. You see him on your screen. He is a sophomore. He's 6'3", 176 pounds. Plays quarterback and defensive back. So Chase may very well see some playing time here tonight. Corbin is probably the more steady player in terms of he's used to being out there in varsity football. What I don't know is, when it comes to the passing plays, and they may feel like they need to do the old dual quarterback where if you're going to be in a passing situation, you may have to bring Chase in. Let's take a quick break and see these words from our first quarter sponsors.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
We are back. We appreciate all of our sponsors. The situation on the field is that they have caught the trainers table down here. They're putting Jack Snyder on it. Got coaches and trainers from both sides doing that. Game is getting ready to start with Corbin Wheeler in at the quarterback position. And we pretty much confirmed, Casey was able to confirm down there that the down marker was severely bent. There's very little question in our minds that that's what happened, was Jack hit the down marker.
It's going to be fourth down, 4th and 14 with, looks like Corbin Wheeler, quarterback.
Warriors have Stukalik on the right side split out, everybody else in tight. That's a handoff to Riggs, and there's not much there.
Not much there. He might have got about a yard, and it's going to be turnover on downs, and man, that's something that pulls the wind out of the sails if there was wind in the sails, and defense is going to have to find something to hang their hat on and come out with some fire in their gut, and whether that's anger or frustration or what, but they're going to have to step up and play their game.
Warriors had a pretty good drive going there, and I felt deflated.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that those young men seeing their quarterback go down like that had to feel the same. And I agree with Jeremiah. You've got to come back now, and you got to channel that frustration into anger and play hard out here. Oh, going to be a screen. Screen right up the middle. That's a big gainer. Peterson giving chase.
Peterson's going to get him.
He did get him, but that was a huge gainer for the Swathers.
Yeah, that was man, we went after that quarterback full bore and gave up the screen pass that we've been looking for most of the season, and gave up a big play here.
We're still in the first quarter of this ball game, minute 42 to go, and that takes the ball clear down to the Warrior 25.
Hesston has 1st and 10 at the Marion 25.
Handoff as it goes down the line. Warriors play that very well.
Yeah, Tyler Palak is there to wrap them up, and then the rest of the Warriors come in to finish them off.
Looks like a gain of 4. Hustling out on the field is Caleb Hett. Caleb's a junior.
Caleb's going in for Jacob Bonenkamp.
Oh, no, I think that's Cade Harms.
Cade Harms, yeah.
I'll see, if I'd done that, Casey would have been all over me. All right, from the shotgun. Oh, that's handoff going to go around this direction.
That's a hold. Yeah, they're going to get the first down, but
heard the people in the stands yelling, holding. Show me where it is.
You're going to see it over here on the end as he comes around the corner. This right here, he's pulling his arm back. 21 was pulling our guy's arm back to keep him from getting there for the tackle.
That's a 1st and 10. Ball now on the 12-yard line. Handoff again. Straightforward run. He's going to get the ball down to about the 5.
Carter off the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're going to put the ball on the 5-yard line.
7 yards.
Jarrett McClendon going in.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Caleb Heck coming off. So we're
Jarrett's a big kid, 6'3", 288. Put him in the middle of the line there.
plug up some holes.
That's right. He needs to bust that line right up the middle. 2nd and goal from the, no, I'm sorry, 2nd down, 4 to go for a first down. They get it in the end zone.
And 6-yard touchdown run.
Not how we wanted this game to start. And we're still in the first quarter.
Got a second to go here. At the end of this quarter, Casey Case will present the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Hesston goes up 20-2. Warriors have had their chances in this game, have not been able to put anything in the end zone.
Other than the other team.
Other than the other team. Oh, nice job. They go for the 2-point conversion.
You know, I'm sorry, but you're up 20-2. You've been kicking extra points. Why do you go for 2? I mean,
I suppose the same reason you went for an onside kick after your first score.
Yeah.
That was Peyton Heidebrecht with a great defensive play. The only thing bad about this, Jeremiah, is they were at the 3-yard line. And when they get done here, they're at about the, 25.
Yeah.
I wish that had not been an extra point attempt. I wish it had been a regular offensive play.
Right.
A big loss on that one. We will get the kickoff because there's 1 second left on the clock. So they'll get the kickoff, and that'll be the end of the first quarter, and then we'll go down to Casey Case. Casey remarked that the kickoff return for a touchdown by Schultz last week was the first one that we've seen from the Warriors in quite some time. Seemed like we used to do that a couple times a year, but now would be a good time to see the second one of this year.
It would be. It'd be a wonderful time to see that.
Mason Peterson and Corbin Wheeler back to receive.
As I think about it, you know, you've got Wheeler and you've got Peterson back there. I mean, those are some kids with some speed and some moves. I'm surprised we haven't seen a couple of big, long kickoff returns. End-over-end kick, a little shorter than he did before. That came down at the 18-yard line. That's Peterson with the ball. Peterson tried to get around that left side, gets taken down near the 25.
Yeah, a lot of east-west running, not much north-south, and couldn't get through that block or that tackle there.
So that ends the first quarter, and we'll go down to the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly report on the sidelines with Casey.
To be about the only place I can come in for some reason tonight. It can't be the wind tonight because there isn't any, but hey, good news, I think. I heard from a source that I will not name, but he happens to be a relative of Jack Schneider and a photographer. But preliminary reports is a dislocated kneecap, and apparently they have relocated. I guess that's what you do with a dislocated kneecap, is you relocate it. I was looking at it and I thought that sucker was broke, but according to a reliable source, hopefully it's not, but he was in a lot of pain. So dislocated kneecap would be pretty good news, I think, at this point.
I think you're right.
Other than that, man, I'll tell you, the wind just came out of our boys' sails when very well. They're hard to, very quick on defense, and we're going to have to turn things around pretty fast and pretty dramatic to get back in this thing.
Well, the Warriors have the ball on the 25-yard line. Wheeler at quarterback. Hand off to Riggs, going to lose a couple.
Gonna lose a couple yards, not much there, and Warriors going to have to start making those blocks and get the ball through the line.
The problem at this point, Jeremiah, is we're up against a team, you know, this is the Marion, the smallest 3A team in the state, against Hesston, the largest 3A school in the state in terms of student body, which means more kids you got, the more athletes you got, and so on. And we've just become one-dimensional.
Yeah.
And when we had Snyder out there, you know, they had to play the pass. Right now, all they got to do is bring up everybody close, which they've done, and play the run. Now, there's a fumble out
The
there.
ball came out in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of a few more yards.
To make it 3rd and long.
Marion.
3rd and it looks like about 8. Scoreboard says 3rd and 14. That's more than 14.
Yeah, probably about 3rd and 16 there.
Score on the play brings up 3rd and 18.
Or 18.
Or 18. See what the Warriors decide to try to do here. Wheeler with the carry.
Slipped a little bit before he turned upfield. He's able to get a few yards, but he runs into the Swathers there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. I think we're going to see Garrett Hoffner come out to punt it away.
Our producer talking to us. You know, sometimes Gene is really funny. Sometimes he's not. I'll explain that in just a second. Hoffner will be punting from his own 6-yard line. Nice snap. Gets away a good punt. Taking that to 45.
Running backwards is never a good sign for any team.
It isn't.
He's going to get across the 50, but just across.
Evan Heidebrecht was down there. He was trying to evade Evan, and like you said, going backwards and lateral. And
yeah, he's on the sideline. He's just popping up now, but he was definitely on the ground for a little while.
when we were testing our equipment before, I had done a sound check with, we have wireless microphones. I checked mine, it was fine. I was checking Jeremiah's, and it was coming over the loudspeaker. I thought it was coming out of our monitor and was trying to turn the volume down the monitor, and then people all around are saying that it was coming out all over. And
Casey and I were down watching the team warm up, and all of a sudden we hear your voice coming over the main speakers in the stadium.
So 1st and 10 from the 48. Hesston trying to get around this end.
We're just going to have to wrap guys up. We can't afford to just let them bounce off our arms.
Hey guys, I don't know if you noticed on that last punt return, number 44, he carries that ball out there like a loaf of bread in one hand. I noticed he did that a little bit at running back too. We need to knock that thing out of there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, one other thing I forgot to report, at the end of the first quarter, Southeast is
what? We lost
Casey,
you.
come. All right, here we go. Running back, going to get the ball to the 36. Casey, come back.
Southeast is Saline 8, Hillsboro 6 at the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
Of course, if we don't make a better game of this, that's not going to matter.
That's
Right,
true.
right.
So to wrap up the whole microphone story, Gene's thought was if I could get that transmitter that we used before that was obviously on the same frequency, I could start making it 3rd and whatever I wanted it to over the loudspeaker. 1st and 10 for the Swathers. Going to be a pass caught over there on that left sideline. Boy, he planted his foot weird, but
Yeah, he did. He was able to turn around, and he might have picked up a couple yards here, about 4, maybe 5.
Tackled by Peyton Heidebrecht.
we'll call it 2nd and 6.
Surprisingly, as long as this game has been already, I don't think we've had any penalties called yet today, Mike. Other
You're
than
right.
the kickoff going out of bounds.
You're right. 20-2, 8:37 to go, 2nd quarter. Hesston kind of on the march here.
He is just moving. He is refusing to go down. Finally brought down after about a 12-yard carry.
And that was number 44 again. That's Parker Roth. We talked about him before, the sophomore running back. Now that time he had the ball tucked, as you should.
Yep.
Evan Heidebrecht coming into the ball game for the Warriors. Line up in a linebacker position. Jack Snyder still on the sideline with ice on his leg.
Quarterback still has the ball. He's coming around the near side.
Oh, he made a couple of nice moves there, and he dives for the end zone. I think he got there. Yes, he did.
Called a touchdown.
18-yard touchdown by Zach Esau.
That was Esau, their senior quarterback.
I don't know if you noticed, but during that play, Tyler Pollack was on the sideline with some equipment issues. He wasn't in the game during that.
Tyler is, of course, kind of a mainstay in that defensive formation for the Warriors.
Hesston going for 2 again.
Running the option. He's going to get the corner of the end zone. That'll put the Swathers up 28-2 over the Warriors.
Very fast, very strong, and Warriors needing to find some answers here.
It is. Casey called it right. We could feel it. We could see it. He was down there and could really experience it. But the wind went out of the Warriors, and we have lost all picture up here. Oh, there it's back. I think Gene Winkler stood up and pulled the wire or something.
He's down there grinning like he's trick-or-treating or something.
No, but what I was trying to say and got distracted was that we were competing. Yeah, we were behind, but we were competing. We had some good things going, had that drive going, and although we were going to be third or fourth and 10 or so, I think we had every shot at doing something as long as Snyder's in the game. But without him, it gets very difficult.
Yeah, it's hard to have that, as you mentioned, multifaceted attack.
Exactly. I don't mean to infer that Jack is the whole team, because he's not. There's a lot of good talented players, but he's the quarterback, and we're used to having him out there. It's Wheeler with the reception of the kickoff. Puts on a couple of moves. He's got a little lane down that right sideline.
And he gets pulled out of bounds at about the 32, 33. Warriors pretty consistent with where their starting field position is tonight. And just needing to make something happen.
I'm looking on the sideline here. Yeah, Stringer's still on the sideline, so Wheeler will still be in at quarterback.
Marion takes over first
and by that I'm not rooting for a change. I'm
right.
As you saw, there were nothing but running plays, and I think this team, the Swather team, is, if they know we're going to run, it's going to be real hard for us to make that work.
Ball's out
on the ground.
Wheeler recovered it.
Yeah.
On the play, recovered by Marion.
It's going to be a loss of about 3.
Make it 2nd and 13 for the Warriors.
Loss of about 3 makes it 2nd.
I don't know if you noticed, but on the previous kickoff, when the ball carrier came out of bounds over here, the gentleman on the end of the chain, he threw down that thing and went running away from it.
Yeah.
Corbin Wheeler keeps.
Looking for a hole. He's found something.
Oh, a nice
but man,
run.
there is just a whole host of Swathers there to bring him down.
He's going to pick up about 10 yards on that carry, but he needed 13.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 to go.
Maybe 4 in that ballpark.
Yep.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Peterson now in the ball game. Wheeler with the pass, and that's picked off.
Yeah, just tough. Try to get a quick pass out there to Mason. And
can we see that again, Gene?
This is intercepted by Trevor Kane.
it might have been tipped.
Yeah, it had an odd wiggle to it, didn't it? So Hesston, who didn't need any breaks, is going to get one here and have great field position to start this drive, this possession on the 36-yard line. Pass out here.
It's bobbled and dropped, and I'm not totally convinced that that was a forward pass.
Well, I was just going to say, Albin picked it up, and I think it was a smart move because had it been ruled a lateral, it would have been our ball.
I guess it was forward. He threw it from behind the 40 and got it in front of the 40, so.
Second down and 10 now for Hesston. Quarterback keeper. Run right up the middle. He gets the ball inside the 25. That'll be a first down.
They are just fast when they decide to run.
They really are.
Game of about 12 on the play. Gives Hesston first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So Hesston will have a first and 10 as the Warriors try to hang on here, and boy, it's getting pretty grim. Our score is 28-2 at the 5:56 mark of the second quarter, and Hesston's now going to have a first down at about the 6.
First and goal for Hesston. Warrior defense needing to
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
needs to buckle down here and just have a shot.
I wish that we could make the clock move quicker, simply because I want us to get to halftime.
Yeah.
I think that coaching staff needs the opportunity to talk to. There's a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Swathers, and coach will have a chance to talk with his defense here. But I think our kids just need one of those old don't get your dauber down talks.
Yeah.
My dad used to tell me that all the time. Don't get your dauber down.
What is a dauber?
I'm 61 years old, Jeremiah. I don't know what a dauber is. I didn't know what a dauber was then, but I knew my dad didn't want me to get it.
I tell you though, if your dauber's down, you know it, don't you? That's right.
I think you do. Right now, our daubers are down.
They are down. This is, I don't want to say we're defeated. This is a good football team that we have. We've got a good football team, and these guys are capable of coming out in the second half. If we can get to the second half here and coming out with some fire in their gut.
Exactly. And at this point, I think, unfortunately, we're probably going to end up 7-2 and out of the playoffs. But you still want to go out fighting.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like a lot of movement that time.
Sure did. They bring him down.
I think that was Peyton Heidebrecht on that tackle.
Yeah.
Anderson, the ball carrier.
They're going to say he got...
Tackled by Peyton.
Oh, no. He might have lost a yard or two.
Yeah, I think so. Still got Jack Snyder on the trainer's table with a big bag of ice on his leg, and his dad down there with him.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be going anywhere.
Got a handoff come around this way. Nice tackle by Albin.
Yeah, Albin did a good job tracking him down and making sure there wasn't a gain on that play.
Loss again.
Another loss.
I'll make it 3rd and goal, and the ball now pushed out, I'd say about the 8-yard line. Maybe 9. The scoreboard was said 7. Now they've changed it to 9. From the shotgun, quarterback hands off. No quarterback keeps, and he slips down.
Yeah, he's not going to have anything. It's going to bring up 4th and goal.
He faked the handoff to Parker Roth, number 44, that we've talked about, and then pulled the ball back out, kept it, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and goal from the 9-yard.
Scouting report says that Hesston can kick the ball from as far away as 40 yards.
They're going to call another timeout.
Maybe the discussion will be whether to try a field goal. We want to thank our second quarter sponsors
that's good.
tonight.
Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
We into the quarterly report here. We'll take a break and let you see some messages from those fine sponsors of MCTV Channel 20, broadcasting Marion High School sports and other activities. I mean, we've had everything. We have done cross-country meets.
Wow.
We have done baseball games. We have done basketball, volleyball, football, junior high football, JV football. We've done lots of things. We've done plays.
I didn't know all this.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we've been doing this for 23 years. We've done a lot of things.
You've done the parade?
Oh, we've done parades, yeah. We've done Old Settlers Day Parade. We've done the Florence Labor Day Parade. We've done the Hillsborough Fair Parade. Parades are our bread and butter. Quarterback wants to pass. He got some pressure out there. He gets it away. Oh, no! Incomplete pass.
He picked that up off the grass, and it was a good, looked like a really good catch, but it was down low on the ground, and I think he picked it right up off the turf.
Luckily, the official was right there to see that.
So Warrior ball on the 9-yard line.
That was a good defensive stand by the Warriors. That wasn't a matter of Hesston, just going straight vanilla and just running into the line or anything. I was thought for a second there, and we had a great defensive rush going on, and I thought, oh my goodness, they're going to pull a miracle out of it. So I'm glad that the official caught that.
Right.
All right, first down, Warriors. Hand off to Riggs.
Riggs gets tripped up in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple yards. And
Mike, did you irate of the things we've done, that we've also done a baseball game?
I did.
Okay, I didn't catch that part.
Was that a tirade?
Well, it was long. That's a good thing. We've done a lot of things over the years.
We need to do another baseball game, Casey.
Didn't go as smooth as we thought it would, but
no,
it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. Hand off to Riggs again. That time,
run.
Nice hole for Riggs, and he always runs hard. He's going to pick up, let's see, he was about 2 yards back, so that's about a 7-yard gain, bring up a very makeable third down.
Yeah, he ran off to the right side of the line and found a hole there on Jarrett McClendon's side. I'll tell you what, anytime you can run behind Jarrett McClendon, that's a good place to be.
Yeah, it's true.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 5.
Third and a long 3 for the Warriors. Riggs with the carry again.
He's going to fight for a couple yards. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th and about 3, it looks like.
Yeah. I think the Warriors are going to be forced to punt here as they're deep in their own territory inside the 20. Line of scrimmage is going to be the 16. So Hoffner comes in to punt.
2:30 remaining in the half.
Hoffner is back to punt for Marion. Zach Boat back to receive for Hesston.
Stringer's the safety back there, the up back. Good snap. High punt, not long. Takes a bad bounce, and we're going to down it on the 30.
Yeah, good a choice there to bring it down when we had a chance to by looked like Chase Stringer grabbed it. So not great, but we'll take it.
Since we've got it's at the 2:05 mark here, the first half, I just wanted to, Jack Snyder is of course just a junior, and if in fact it was just if it was a dislocated kneecap, that's much better than a lot of things it could have been.
That's right.
Hope he's good to go for track season and next season as well. Kids had a really nice season.
They did.
Really nice season.
It's been a lot of fun watching them this year, and this class of juniors is really really coming into their own, and it'll be fun to see them again next year.
Handoff by the Swathers going to pick up about 5 for them.
On the play. Tackled by Nathan Baldwin.
Baldwin with the tackle.
Yeah, Nathan did a good job wrapping him up, and gain of about 4 yards. So Warrior defense here with the minute 43 left in the half.
Handoff coming around this way this time. Nice defensive pursuit.
Yeah,
very little gain, maybe none.
Very slow developing play, and Jacob Vonnekamp stays with it and brings down the runner.
Bondi and Albin both in on that, so good job by those players. Albin, a senior, Vonnekamp, a junior, been getting a lot increased playing time this year as the season's gone on. 3rd and a long 5. And throw it out there in the flat.
Room to run, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. But
as I looked at that play, Jeremiah, I don't know if we can see it again, but I thought we had people out there to contain that thing, but there was some very nice blocking on the part of Hesston.
Yeah, Peyton just couldn't get there, and
Makes it 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Minute 5 to go, 1st and 10, 14-yard line. Handoff's going to get the ball just about the 10.
yeah, Nathan Baldwin stayed with him, brought him down.
Hesston's got 2 timeouts left. No, wait a minute.
I think they've got one
timeout left. I missed one in there somewhere. I'm very disappointed in myself.
It's all right.
No, it's not.
We won't point out the grid error.
Oh, nice play by Wheeler.
Yeah, Wheeler just sat out there waiting for that pass to number 25 for Hesston. I don't have a name for him, but great hit by Wheeler in the open field and no gain.
That's a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Swathers. That's their last timeout with 34 seconds to go. It's going to be 3rd down from the the Hesston 12-yard line.
Yep.
No, the Marion 12-yard line.
Marion.
Yeah. So anyway, they can get a 1st down by getting the ball near the 5 and make it 1st and goal, but Warriors would like to stop them here. Jeremiah, you and I talked about that before. At 28-2, it's kind of a grim situation we find ourselves in, but certainly if you can hold them here, get back and have a chance to regroup at halftime. I'm not saying you come out and win, but you never know. You come out and you have a chance to make it a better-looking ball game.
Yeah.
We've got quite a crowd of people over here on our side.
We sure do.
And by our side, I mean, obviously we got a nice visitor stands with people in it, but we've also got a bunch of berm dwellers or whatever.
Berm people.
Berm people up here with us, not up here with us, but out here by us.
Yeah. Came to see our engineering.
That might be.
Yeah.
See us fall down. All right, 3rd down. Looking to pass. Had some pressure. Got that away and a nice snag in the end zone.
Yeah, he was able to get the pass away even despite the pressure from Jacob Vonnekamp getting in there and getting a smack in on him. But ball ends up in the end zone and Hesston goes up 34-2.
Vonnekamp did put a good hit on the quarterback just as he let that go. But that was a nice catch by the receiver. Go for 1 this time, leading 34-2. And that one's right through the upright.
Yeah, you could see it from here.
So 30 seconds to go at this point. I would expect the Swathers to maybe do a squib kick or something of that nature. If they don't, then you got to look for the Warriors to hopefully make a big, long return, and can't get it to the end zone, maybe put it in a position for a couple of long pass plays.
Yeah, that'd be all right. Make something happen.
We continue to have people attending to Jack Snyder on the trainer's table down here. Maybe Jay can go ahead and get that shot, or one of our cameramen, Danny or Jay.
Danny's there.
If our producer is listening, there we go. And you got the athletic director and principal, Todd Gordon. You got our trainer, you got Jack's dad, and then the fellow in the red shirt that just left walked over from the other sideline with a walkie-talkie and talked to those folks. And we've got players gathered around. It's just a tough situation.
You can see that big brace on Jack's knee now.
Yeah.
They've taken the ice off.
Yeah, I was there for a long time. I didn't see the brace go on. He was just with a big old bag of ice on his knee. They're kicking away. Good end-over-end kick. Wheeler takes it at the 5, turns back upfield. Gets through the first line of defense. Oh, boy, he was just about to break that.
He was. There was a couple swathers holding back there and waiting for him, but he had a great return.
That got me excited. I thought for just a tenth of a second that Corbin was going to come out of that pile and it was going to be a foot race.
There was definitely a hole there, and it closed quick.
It did close very quickly, yes. So as it is, he got out to about the 38, which you mentioned earlier. It seems like in this, within 5 yards of that's kind of where we've been all night long on our openings. 23 seconds to go as we trail 35-2 in the first half. Gonna run the option. Corbin keeps. Evan Heidebrecht was a trailing back.
They are hanging on to him, trying to bring him down. He's able to pick up a few yards. About 7, actually.
The guy on the other end of the change this time, I hate to make light of it, but if we even turn and run toward the change, they're dropping and running here.
Oh, they're calling. He got a first down. That was a great. Oh, no. There's confusion.
That's the end of the half.
Okay.
They're all confused. Let's go down to the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report, go down to case of case.
Well, guys, the scouting report was pretty accurate. Hesston is fast. They are quick off the ball. They seem to be well coached. They don't make many mistakes. And they're just flat out having their way with us tonight. Of course, once Jack was knocked out of the game, it changed the whole dynamics. And he is over here. He looks like he's in a little less pain. They have put a knee brace on him. I would guess they're going to transport him somewhere soon. But anyway, tough way to
congratulate Hannah Ferguson, who qualified.
Yeah, last game of your junior year. I guess it could have been worse. Could have happened the first game. But the Warriors are going to have to mount an amazing comeback to get back into this thing, especially when our passing game has pretty much been taken out of the equation. So let's just hope we can come out fired up and at least earn a little bit of respect in the second half.
All right, we invite you to stick with us. During the second half, we'll be talking about the Marion seniors. We hope you hang around and watch this to the end. It's a fine season for the Warriors, and we'll be back in just a moment.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannah Ford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannah Ford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come, and to supporting students of MHS.
We are back. We hope you enjoyed those messages from our second quarter sponsors. We're ready for the second half of tonight's ball game. Getting all geared up here and ready to go. Casey Case on the sidelines. Jay Smith up here in the landing broadcast area tower with a camera. Danny Maddox down in the stands with the Danny Cam. Jeremiah Lang's up here with me as well, and Gene Winkler, safe and sound and warm on the ground. Warriors will be receiving to start the second half. Another good kick. Be taken at the 5. A nice individual tackle down there.
Wheeler brought down at about the 14-yard line.
Corbin doesn't normally go down on a first hit, but that was just one of those very nicely executed. Took out the legs and not much option there.
Yeah, that player flew into Corbin.
Take over 1st and 10 at their 13-yard line.
So the Warriors will have the ball at the 13, 14-yard line in that ballpark. Chase Stringer coming in the ball game. One has to presume he'll be in at quarterback. As I said, Chase has seen varsity action both in mop-up roll and a couple of times in games when Snyder's been out with cramps, things of that nature. He's in the pistol. Handoff to Riggs. Nice run by Riggs. He's free down the sideline now. Player's got an angle, but a big run. Starts the ball game, the second half of the ball game for the Warriors.
14 came looking for Riggs, and Riggs just faced him square on and lowered his shoulder and said, "Come on."
Come on. I tried turning this antenna because Casey moves downfield. We'll have to see if we can expand his zone of operations. 1st and 10 Warriors now on the 41 of the Swathers. That's a good sign. See the kids come out and clearly have some fight left in them.
Bryce Schultz in the game.
Boy, he came on late.
He did.
Man goes in motion. Hand off to Riggs. No, Stringer keeps.
Still going. He's going to be brought down for loss about 2, but he was fighting hard.
He really was. A little bit of some late contact there. It'll be a loss of 3, so 2nd and 13.
I was checking Facebook during halftime, and there was a parent that posted, "We've drawn refs that won't call holding," and I wanted to comment, they haven't called anything.
That's true. They're clearly not getting paid by the number of flags they throw. And sometimes that's a good thing. I mean, I don't want them just, ruining the game, but it is amazing. There haven't been very many flags at all. Wheeler goes in motion. Stringer keeps again. Gonna get maybe a yard.
Maybe a yard, yeah. Not a lot of room to run forward. He's able to run up to the other sideline, but unable to move forward.
So 3rd and 12 now for the Warriors. It'll be interesting to see if they elect to let Stringer throw the ball. Now, one thing that has changed, I told you earlier in the game that there was no wind. There's some breeze now. The flags are fluttering off of all the flag poles. Stringer with the pass. He's throwing it long. That's intended for Schultz. Schultz catches it.
He's in the zone.
He's in the zone. For the Case and Son touchdown. Nice pass by Stringer. Casey, let's test that mic. Let's see if you can come in. Nope, nothing. That's bizarre. Nice replay action there. Great way for the Warriors to start the second half.
Yeah, that was a great way for Warriors to come out, looking for that to translate into defense here as they come off the extra point attempt here. Going for 2. Stringer keeps, and he is in the zone for the 2-point conversion. Warriors come in now 35-10. 10:06 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Great first possession by the Warriors.
Guys,
there's Casey. We lost you again.
Hello, here we go.
There we are.
All right, guys,
We lost you again.
pass by Chase Stringer looked like an...
We lost you.
Man. Well, we're very sorry that we're having so much trouble getting Casey. I hope I thought I had my cough button pushed. I hope I wasn't.
You weren't. We might have been picking you up through my microphone,
my.
but man, I was about ready to call the EMTs over.
You did a nice job. I'm literally tears coming out of my eyes. Choking to death on a Lifesaver peppermint mint.
I thought it was a moth, but
that would have been. You know, I hate to have an obituary died from choking on a mint, but that would beat died from choking on a moth. Fell off a scaffolding tower. Signs of life from the Warriors here, and really nice pass and from Stringer and catch by Schultz. Good to see the Warriors come out and get on the scoreboard early in the second half.
Austin kicking into the wind. It's a short kick. It's down to about the 34-yard line.
Did he slip, or was that an intentional squib there? Do we have that on replay, Gene?
Kick is covered at the 34-yard line.
Oh, we got it just after the kick.
We're going to say intentional.
Okay, we'll call it intentional. It just looked like it was very odd looking as he went up to kick the ball. So from the 34, the Swathers will go back in action. Hopefully, that sign of life on offense will kind of fire up the defense as well. Quick pass.
It's dropped.
Boy, it was.
That was there, and it was theirs to catch, and he just muffed it. So brings up 2nd and 10.
It would have been a nice gain for the Swathers, but I tell you what, Bryce Schultz was coming in with his sights set on that receiver. I'm not saying he wouldn't have held on, but he would have paid a price for it. Second down. Quarterback keeps. Going to pick up a little over 5. Going to make it 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, about a 7-yard gain there. Get the ball to the 41-yard line.
So an opportunity for the Warrior defense here. If they can contain the Swathers, you'd think they would. I would be surprised if they would go for it on 4th down here. Oh boy, that was, nice play. I think they give him a great spot. Yeah. Wow. Can we see that again,
I
Gene?
bid on the fake. I thought the ball was still in the backfield.
Well, a lot of people bet on the fake, and I'm telling you, the guy who was carrying out the fake paid a price for it.
Sure did.
All right, it'll be 1st down for the Swathers now to get the ball to the 45.
Hello, there we go. This is a magic spot right here. I can't be anywhere else but right here, standing perfectly still.
Quarterback back to pass. He's got a lot of pressure.
Albin is there, and he's going to bring him down.
Albin takes him down.
We're seeing, I don't know if you're seeing this, Mike, but we are seeing our seniors step up in the second half. Bryce Schultz, Noah Albin.
And Jeremy Hitt was the other man in on that rush right there.
That's right.
Guys, I just heard from Todd that Hillsboro is leading Southeast 14-10.
Wow.
That is very surprising to me. It's going to be 2nd and 28 for the Swathers. This would be a nice time for one of the Warrior defensive backs to maybe pick off get an INT.
Yeah, definitely be looking for a pass.
Oh! Tell you what, there's a moment there where I thought Wheeler was going to get the tackle and an interception.
Yeah. I think that guy heard some footsteps.
I do too.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, Jeremiah. All right, 3rd and 28.
We're a defense, a different team here the second half so far.
A lot of time to pass. He's going long. That's intercepted by Mason Peterson. He can get by. He can have a little running room here. Peterson down that sideline, and here's the flag you've been watching.
I was just going to say, of all the times for them to throw a flag, it's going to be with the hands in the back. And sure enough, there it is.
Here's a shot from the Danny Cam. That's boy, he threw that a long way, and Peterson played it like the receiver he is. And at that point, I didn't think he was going to go all the way back, but I knew he had a little bit of yardage. Yeah, that is a...
You know, I'm not sure that it was. I think what the ref saw was 14 pushing his own guy out of the way in the back because our guy's hand was on 14's front.
What I was going to say is that is an incredibly picky penalty because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think maybe the ref saw. If you go back a little bit, you'll see 14 pushes.
Look how far we are out of bounds here when this tackle gets made, by the way. I know we're just nitpicking now.
Yeah, he is out of bounds.
The defensive player literally launched from the sideline marker.
And our coaches are talking about that, I'm sure. I think they're just going to give us the ball there.
Yeah, that was a great shot from the Danny Cam there.
Yeah.
And we did get a personal foul call.
Well, they're going to step it off back, and then they're going to step it off forward.
Yeah, it will be, they'll mark off the penalty against the Warriors for the push in the back, and then they'll mark off the personal foul against Hesston. But they're having a hard time getting there.
Go
ahead, Case.
There I am. Yeah, this late hit down here was about 4 yards out of bounds. I'm not sure. They shouldn't have thrown the guy out of the game. It was very blatant, and I didn't see the other one back there. Must have had a push in the back or something.
Well, that's what I had to be what they're calling, but let me tell you, Casey, it was as ticky-tack as it could possibly be.
No, I watched that whole return. There was nothing. We had a guy that had a chance to do that, but he laid off. There was no...
Hand off to Riggs. And Riggs is going to pick up a gain across the 45, so a gain of 6 yards. Really 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
We're coming out in the second half looking like a different team, which is exactly what they needed to do in this game.
But you freed up Wheeler and Peterson and other players to do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Stringer so far doing a nice job, and the ball's on the ground. I think Riggs got it, and he did. That is the one thing, and I'm not picking on Stringer, but it's just a fact that when he's been in the ball game over the course of this season, the ball has hit the ground a lot. I think that's just a matter of him not having that repetition with those starting backs.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of timing that goes into those handoffs, and it's, you know, from when you're just watching it passively, it looks like it just runs smoothly, but you really got to put the ball in the right spot at the right time when the runner is ready for it, and if that timing is not right, it ends up on the ground.
3rd down and 6. Stringer to throw.
He's got him.
Intended long. That's pulled in. That's Schultz again. Nice Schultz. He's in the zone with a case inside touchdown.
Wow. All of a sudden, Mike, this is a different ball game.
What happened? Holy moly.
Well, I think it's exactly what you're alluding to here, which is, you know, we were just trying to get to the second half after Schneider got injured, and I think, you know, we get into halftime and we can sit Wheeler down, we can sit Stringer down, and we can talk about what the offense is going to look like in the second half, and that transitions into a strong defense, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
I think giving the opportunity to let Chase know, okay, you're going to be the quarterback second half. There's a handoff to Riggs. He's in the zone. 35-18 as the Warriors own the third quarter so far.
This has been our quarter this season. The second quarter or third quarter has been our quarter, and Warriors needing to have a big second half, huge second half, biggest they've had.
Very animated Hesston coach talking to his team on the sideline right now, and I don't blame him for that. Jeremiah brought a couple years ago for us these very nice soft rubber I mean, they're probably an inch thick, and they're wonderful to stand on, but they're very thick, and then they kind of slope away, and I almost fell off my mat.
Guys, I'm looking spot here. I think I have. There I am.
There you are.
Hear me? Hey,
Yes.
hey, no disrespect to any quarterback that's ever played for Marion High School before, but those last 2 balls that Chase Stringer threw were 2 of the best balls I've ever seen thrown here.
They were nice.
He threw them both on them, and they looked like NFL passes. I don't know if he's always thrown the ball like that, but that first one was just a big old arcing spiral that fell right into the hands, and the second one was just a bullet, man. It was a seed, and they were both great passes and great catches.
Well, right now, I guarantee you he's Bryce Schultz's favorite quarterback, at least in this game so far.
Drew a blank there, Bryce.
All right, Austin Neufeld with the kickoff for the Warriors, to have new life in this game. End over end short kick, fielded at the 36.
Yeah, that's going to be where the Swathers take over after the kick, and another short kick, but it is into the wind, and tough duty tonight.
Hard to believe that we're actually now talking about having to kick into the wind when earlier in this game it made no difference.
I don't know if you saw it during halftime, but one of the student body of Marion is wearing a Tyrannosaurus Rex outfit. He took off running a 400, and he got over to the Swather student body where he hit the wind, and all of a sudden his head flew backwards, and he hit kind of a wall.
He did that last week in Marion at halftime, and I thought Gene was recording it. I wanted to show it, but then afterwards Gene said, no, I didn't record any of that. I was running the camera. Oh, the quarterback slipped, his knee went down.
There's some, Casey's.
Yeah, Case.
Be sure that he is a sheep.
Okay. Well, the student
Just so you know.
The student is wearing a Tyrannosaurus Rex costume, so I think we can be forgiven for being wrong. 2nd and 14 for the Swathers. Ball back to their 32. Ball carrier is going to get out near the 35 on the carry. That was 44 Parker Roth, who ran very, very well in that first half. Got a short gain on that carry.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
54 Jeremy Hitt out of the ball game for the Warriors. Well, almost got a little bit overly aggressive there.
A little jumpy, but got back on side before the ball was snapped.
Drop back pass. Going long. Oh, Schultz broke that up.
Almost had it.
Yeah, I think Schultz thought he was going to get an interception.
Yeah. Warriors looking for the ball, looking for the opportunities to hit hard, and this, like I said, love seeing these guys come out strong this half and putting it all out there.
Yeah, Schultz broke that up.
Yep.
I hope, folks, you realize that the work being done by Jay Smith, Danny Maddox, and Gene Winkler with that great slow-mo replay there. And I mean, what those guys are doing is with the budget and equipment we have, is kind of amazing. Here's the punt. Pearson takes it at the 27, reverses course, and breaks a tackle. Peterson down the sideline.
He's gone.
He may be gone.
He's gone. There is no one going to touch
Peterson
him.
is in the zone.
Wow.
And a case inside touchdown.
Wow. I'm amazed what we're seeing here. This is a different. Just the amount of energy that the Warriors come out with in the second half is incredible.
Folks, just a reminder, as the score stands, Hesston 35, Marion 24, lining up for a conversion attempt. The halftime score was 35-2.
That's right. And those 2 points came early in the first quarter
when we got the safety, yeah. Now the Warriors had a nice drive going deep in Hesston territory when Jack Snyder got hurt, but they have come back with a vengeance in this third quarter. There's 5:07 to go in the third quarter. And off to Riggs.
he's going to come up short.
Boy, that was close.
That
He
was
did not
close.
get in. 35-24.
It is now an 11-point game.
Here's the thing. I'm loving what I'm seeing. What I want to see is that we just in the fourth quarter, Hillsboro leads Southeast of Saline 23-14.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Danny Maddox is asking what's the most points Marion could get in the third quarter. He's predicting maybe 30. Yeah. I would like 30. That would be good.
Average. He's asking what's the average.
Oh, average, because we've scored a lot of points in the third quarter. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
We need one of those stat guys that feed stuff into our ears like they have on ESPN.
If you want to dream a little bit, down by 11, if the Warriors could hold, and whether you get another score in the third quarter or early in the fourth quarter, and make this a 35-32 or something like that, then I'm going to tell you, the fourth quarter could be exciting.
Yep. Here's Casey.
Hey, there I am. God, had to shift my magic spot. I'll give you a thought here after the kickoff.
We look forward to it.
Newfeld with the kick. Outside kick. Oh! I think they're going to call it out of bounds. Bryce Schultz almost made a miraculous play.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here's my thought. If somehow we can come back and win this game, and if Hillsboro beats Southeast, the points don't matter anymore, because we would be 2-1 and they would be 1-2.
Well, that's true. We've still got officials talking out here, and no one has signaled whose ball it is yet. Schultz tipped the ball, kind of tried to tip it to himself, and then caught it. The question is, was he inbounds or out of bounds when he got possession? And they're giving the ball to Hillsboro.
At the 50, though.
Why at the 50? What happened? I mean, Hesston, but why at the 50? Okay, I have no idea what that call is. We tried the onside kick, tried to catch them unawares as they did us in the first quarter.
Hesston takes over at the 50-yard line.
All right, Warriors needing to have a strong stand here.
Kind of running the ball over that left side. Well defended, although he's going to end up with that surge at the end with a gain of over 5.
Yeah, he picked up quite a few yards after the initial hit.
Parker Roth with the carry.
Lowered his shoulder and picked up about 4 yards after he was hit over there.
Keep in mind, Jack Snyder, normal starting quarterback, is also a regular in that defensive backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Warriors just sent number 20, Noah Dalrymple, in. Noah's a sophomore who came back to live with his dad this year, and I don't think Noah's played varsity football before.
He's gotten in a couple games.
I meant before this season.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Swathers now from the Warrior 36. So great field position for them.
Waiting for the play.
Yeah, leading 35-24. The clock is their friend.
It's a short pass out here to the flat, and
Wheeler
hold on.
Nice job by Wheeler.
Yeah, he kind of just put his fingertips out there and hooked on, and he was not going to let go.
It's kind of a round and round we go. Woo! 2nd and 5. I think Hesston has kind of weathered the storm now. They seem to have their feet back underneath them. That's Roth with the carry. He's going to get the ball across the 30 for a gain of a couple.
And Warrior defense able to push them back the first few possessions. This one they're making gains, and really need to see the Warriors again stand their ground and not give up anything big, especially.
3rd and 2. Dalrymple really uptight on this receiver on this side. There's a pitch. That's to Roth. He gets around the corner. Oh, once again, Wheeler makes the tackle.
They are not going to let these guys get anything easily.
They're going right towards our Casey Case. I was worried about Casey's health down there.
Casey was going to throw his microphone down, though.
He wasn't going to try to brace the microphone.
No.
All right, from the 21, Hesston with a first down. Quarterback keeps.
Ooh.
He's going to get to the end zone.
Yeah, we bid on the run and to the outside, and quarterback kept and came the other direction, and we could not get to him. Makes it 41-24 before the extra point attempt. 3:29 in the third quarter remaining.
Looks like they're going to... We got you, Casey.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
But Mason Peterson went to the locker room. He missed that entire series. He must have an equipment issue, but he was not in that entire series.
Okay. I wonder why I don't think that it's Noah's fault that... That's good. Noah, I'm not saying it's Noah Dalrymple's fault. I just was surprised to see Noah go in at that point. Obviously, there weren't any pass plays that direction.
Yeah, we missed an assignment on that last play at quarterback when he turned up. We had one guy that was a little bit out of position. I have not seen Mason come back out of the locker room yet, so I don't know what the issue is, but it was not a health issue. He was running fine, looked perfectly healthy.
I'll tell you what, without Snyder and without Peterson, that severely hampers the Warriors, although I said that at the end of the first half, and certainly with Chase Stringer playing like he's played, the Warriors have managed to stage if nothing else, a saving of respect.
That's right. Here comes Mason Peterson back from the locker room.
Where do you see him?
He's
there he is.
behind the goalpost down there.
Let's see, we've got Wheeler, and who's back with Wheeler to return that kick? Is that Riggs? I can't see the number.
I don't think it's Riggs. Colton Brewer, would that be 30? Is that 33? Yeah, Colton Brewer.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Yep.
So the Warriors will take over on the 35. Good field position.
Real strong kick from Hesston there. That had been in bounds, it would have been trouble.
3:28 to go, and the good news is that when we flip field here at the end of this quarter, the Warriors will have the wind at their back, although, quite frankly, it's made no difference whatsoever.
That's right. Chase able to get those two passes out into the wind and in the right spot.
Evan Heidebrecht has come in the game now along with Chase Stringer. We'll see where Evan's going to line up. He's in that slot back position. Where's Peyton? He's on the sideline down here. Appears to be okay. Got a calf heavily wrapped. Briggs with the no. Stringer keeps. Pitches to Evan Heidebrecht, and Evan's going to get the ball out across the 40.
Okay, guys, Mason is back. Mason is back.
Gotcha.
Oh, you could hear that, okay.
Yes, we could.
Did I tell you Mason's back?
Hey, is Mason back?
Is Mason back? All right, Peyton Heidebrecht now back in the ball game, and little brother Evan comes out. Not sure what was going on there, but Evan got a nice run.
Yeah, he did. Evan's a good athlete, and it's going to be fun watching him grow into that over the next couple of years.
Riggs with the carry. And Riggs fights, and he's going to get the first down.
Moving the pile to the first down. There is no quit in this team.
Our score is Hesston 42, Marion 24, 2:41 to go, third quarter. The Warriors spotted Hesston a 35-2 lead before things turned around here in this second half. At this point, I pretty much don't care what happens the rest of the way. I am very proud of this Warrior team.
I am too.
I really do care what happens, but
Ball's
ball's on the ground.
I don't know if we got to it.
I don't know either.
They came out with the ball. Hesston did.
Well, that didn't matter. Last week, we came out of the pile with 4 officials looking at the pile. Corbin Wheeler comes out of the pile. They don't see him. He's standing there with the ball, and they signal the ball, gives it to the opponent. They explained that to me.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right. So the Warriors, who can't really say that we've gotten any breaks in terms of fumbles or anything that have helped us a lot, give up right when we needed to mount a drive to match the score of Hesston. We give up the ball and give them good field position on the Warrior 43. There's Roth with the carry, and he is hit.
He's hit, and he's going to get maybe a yard, but not much more.
That was Noah Albin, I think, with the initial contact, and then others came to join him.
Cade Harms was there, and
here's a look at it.
Tyler Palak, of course, Nathan Baldwin.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps. Oh, he's gonna
Still keeps.
He's making something out of nothing.
Wheeler's going to get him.
He got a first down out of that.
He did. He fought hard for that.
Very, very athletic play by Zach Esau, the senior quarterback for the Swathers. See, he stopped right there, but just nobody was able to wrap him up. Finally, Wheeler's, with a little help, wrestles him down. Ball on the 31 now, first down. Gets the pass away complete.
Hard hit, but not able to wrap him up, and he's going to score.
Gene, can we see that again? As the Warriors come up here, we're just, boy, that one guy was just in the perfect position to screen off 3 potential tacklers.
Yeah.
Makes the score 48-24 as they go for 2, or excuse me, as they line up for the kick.
It's a fake.
And that's going to be successful.
2-point conversion pass from Zach Boat to Zach Anderson is good.
Makes our score Hesston 50, the Warriors 24. Minute 24 to go. Let's talk about our third quarter sponsors.
Our third quarter
Jeremiah.
sponsors, Mike, are Marion Boosters, the Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract.
In a minute 24, we will have another fascinating episode of Casey Case on the sideline with the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. And Jeremiah, did you not bring a coat?
I did. You even gave me a sweatshirt when I arrived at the station
that's right.
today.
Why are you not wearing any of those things?
It's not cold yet, Mike.
You're an Arizona boy. You should be shivering and in a little ball crying.
Very seldom am I in a little ball crying.
You should try it. It's good for the soul. Let me give you advice
on how to set my emotions free.
No, I'm talking about your soul.
Oh, okay.
Yes, set your emotions free.
Yeah, I've got my windbreaker and my sweatshirt, and
I was feeling sorry for you. Now I just feel sorry for you. End over end kick, taken at the 8-yard line.
Wheeler.
Not much there for Corbin. He's going to get the ball out to the 25.
Yeah, he kind of ran into a crowd of Swathers and was unable to get any further than that.
Kind of just a little aside before the game. Casey radioed or called up to us to let us know that down on the side over here on the berm, just straight to the north of us, is a swather and piece of equipment, and setting up here. And Casey said, we need to watch up there because they tell me down here something really neat's going to happen. So we watch, and their team is lined up on the other side of it, and they run down past it onto the field. Apparently that's what they consider something really neat.
It is fun to run around farm equipment.
Stringer gets a pass out
It's
intended
tipped.
for Wheeler. That was tipped,
Yeah.
yes.
Ended up short, and Wheeler unable to bring it in. So
Tell you what, I like that play.
Yeah, it's a good play. Good quick play, and if we can get it there without it being tipped, I think there's a possibility for some yards.
We were running Stuklik long here to kind of clear out that area a little bit. Wheeler, had he been able to pull that in, only had a player or maybe two to deal with. 2nd and 10 now. Hand off to Riggs. Riggs bounces around the outside corner.
He's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. Riggs just lowers his shoulder and bounces off of people until somebody finally knocks him down.
It's we'll call it 5. It is a short 5, so we've got 5.5 to go. Peterson in with the play call. But it's worth noting that Jack Snyder is still on the sideline. They've got him covered with blankets. He's got a coat on. He's laying there. They've turned the table around so he can watch his teammates. As Stringer goes back to pass, intended out there. Oh, tipped away.
Boy, I don't know. He had his hands all over Mason's back and broke that up, which, I mean, you're allowed to make a play on the ball, but you're not allowed to climb the guy and do it.
That's true. Take a look at that.
Mason Peterson broken up by Trevor Kane. Brings up 4th and 6.
That's it was the left hand he blocked it away with. The right hand's the one Jeremiah was talking about that appeared to be on the shoulder of Peterson. It wasn't terribly egregious. I could have seen that going either way, and unfortunately it went the wrong way.
I'm going to call it.
Oh, there we go. We got a hopefully roughing the punter call. He did not. It was the punt was not so good because it was a low snap. He was barely able to get it away, but he was hit afterwards, and he did not tip the ball. Had he tipped the ball, that would not be a penalty.
You hear a fan from the Hesston side yelling, he
tipped the ball. Yeah,
but
he did not. Is it roughing the kicker or running into the kicker? Looks like it's going to be a first down, Warriors.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker against Hesston.
The chain gang had already started to move the chain, so now they're kind of getting everything lined back up here. Now they're going to march it off. It will be definitely a first down.
That's one of those fouls that as a coach you just hate to see your team commit, because there's really, you know, when you're up by 26, there's no reason for that.
That's true. That is true.
They were definitely there, and their fans were yelling that it shouldn't be a penalty because our punter dropped the ball. Duh. Doesn't matter.
He dropped it, picked it.
As long as he kicked it. And,
yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, very good call. Yeah, he picked it up and kicked it. Oh, nice job by Stringer. Now here's the pitch out to Heidebrecht. Ooh.
Peyton does a good job dodging the bench on the sideline.
He does, and I'm going to tell you, the Marion fans are fired up. They were giving the officials an earful, and everyone I saw doing it was a mom. Gain of a long yard on that play. We'll call it 2nd and 9. Stringer with the pass, caught. It's going to get the ball to the 49. going to be third and short.
That's complete to Zachary Stuklik.
Now Stuklik with the carry, or the catch.
Schneider family having a rough football season. They got to spend a bunch of hours in the Sterling hospital when younger brother Ben got injured in a middle school game. And Jack here today, so hope those guys both get healthy and look forward to seeing them play in the future.
Into the third quarter, time for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Let's go to Casey.
See if I can find my magic spot here.
There
we
you
go.
there.
I had it. Hey, more good news from this unnamed source that's a relative and a photographer of the quarterback that was injured. Apparently it was a dislocated kneecap, and kudos to Jason Bina. He was able to pop that sucker back in, and I didn't know this, but I guess if you have a dislocated kneecap and you do not pop it back in a certain period of time, then you've got to undergo surgery to have it repaired. And apparently they think it went as well as could be expected, and hopefully there's there may be some stretched ligaments in there, but hopefully nothing torn, and we'll just have a little recovery time. And I failed to mention Bryce Schultz because I couldn't grab his name out of the air, sort of like Peyton Heidebrecht the first week of the season, but he was the recipient of those two Chase Stringer excellent passes. He ran excellent routes and was exactly where he was supposed to be. Jeremiah said it best, our seniors are stepping up, and they're all having a whale of a game tonight, especially in that third quarter. That was a lot of fun there for a while until Hesston started scoring again. So let's hope for an equally good fourth quarter.
That's right.
We will break now for these words from our sponsors.
Marion Die and Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die and Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We are a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
We just got word from the stands via our cameraman down in the stands, Danny Maddox. The score in the southeast of Saline-Hillsborough game is Hillsborough 23, southeast of Saline 20. I have told people was very impressed with southeast of Saline. I'd really like to play them again.
Yeah.
And that makes me want to play them even more. Third and a couple for the Warriors. Ball on the 49 of Hesston. Quick pass. That's pulled in.
That was Garrett Hoffner on the reception. Great catch by Garrett, just over his shoulder, wraps it, brings it in, and is able to pick up the first down.
Trying to think, Hoffner has done a lot of playing on the defensive side. He's our punter. We've seen him on offense. I can't think, is that his first reception this year?
I believe it is his first this year.
Now I'm told that the score is 30-20. Hillsborough ahead of southeast of Saline. Riggs gets the carry.
He's going to pick up about 4 or 5.
That was a hard and appeared to be long ramble to just get 5 or 4 yards.
Tackled by Zach Bode and Tanner Blackman.
Hard hit, too.
Particularly bringing in the play from the sideline, Chase Stringer. I don't know if you saw him, but he was like dancing out there wanting to get the play quickly. Oh, Chase is going to take a loss on that one. They need to give him the forward progress, which it looks like they do. Still will be a loss of
I don't
3 or
think
4.
that was the play he was in a hurry to get.
Don't think it was.
No.
Or if it was, then he was wrong in choosing that play.
Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 11.
Bryce Schultz and Mason Peterson go in, which is 2 targets for Chase.
Yeah, Schultz is at the right-hand side of the formation. Peterson up top, 3rd and 11. He gets out of the way. That's intended for Schultz, and it's just long.
I don't know if you saw, but Aaron Riggs did a great job picking up the block.
He did.
To protect Stringer.
Yeah, they had a man coming in that had his sights on Stringer, and just at the last second, Riggs came across and knocked him off stride.
It's going to bring up 4th and 11. Warriors really needing to go for it here with 10:04 left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, trailing big like this, 50-24. You are in Hesston territory, although not deep, but it's kind of to the point where why not? See what they have up their sleeves. Only receiver. Whoop, we've got a penalty flag.
Wow.
That may change the situation. They're going to call that against the Warriors.
Delay of game.
Delay of game is the call.
Bring up 4th and 16.
5-yard penalty brings up 4th and 16.
Okay, well, did we have our 11-yard play and now we're going to stick with it? Or did we have a 16-yard play in there anyway?
Looks like we're going to go for it again, so.
Warriors need to get to the 26-yard line. Oh, they came hard and they took Stringer down.
Yeah. He didn't get the time he needed to throw the ball.
Chase Stringer, the ball carrier.
If we can see that play again, I don't know if we can,
And Blake Martin.
but you'll see that we faked the pitch to Wheeler, boom, and we're going to set up, and I think we're looking out there for Riggs, and he would have had the first down if they'd have got the ball to him.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Swathers as they take over the turnover on downs.
Hesston will take over on downs, 1st and 10.
9:57 now remaining in the 4th quarter. Warrior defense on the field now looking for a 3 and out.
Hesston lines up with, again, 4 receivers, 1 back. The quarterback fakes to that back. He's rolling to the right. And Wheeler, I'm telling you, he's going to see Corbin Wheeler in his sleep tonight.
Yeah. Wheeler doing a good job of when he gets to somebody, he just holds on and makes them try and run with him.
No loss on that play, but no gain either, so it remains 2nd and 10. Quarterback again gets that play from the sideline. Quarterback keeps. He's going to get the first down.
He's going to be close.
The ball carrier.
Tell you what, Esau is a fine athlete. I've been very impressed with him tonight. That's the quarterback for the Swathers.
Yep, they're going to give him the first down. Warriors really needing some help from a fumble or an interception, something that's going to get the ball in their hands sooner rather than later.
Looks like Southeast scored in that game between Hillsboro and Southeast of Saline. It's now Hillsboro 30, Southeast of Saline 28. That's the final score, 30-28.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Got a call against the Swathers here. They stepped off 5 yards. I didn't see what the call was. Offsides, okay. Well,
15 for Hesston.
So 1st and 15. He's going to sweep around that right side and get taken down.
that was 25, Alex Hostetler.
Going to get a gain of about 5 or 6.
5'8", 140-pound senior for Hesston.
You ever watch The Deadliest Catch about the crab fishing?
Yeah.
You see the fisherman down there giving the signals to the captain of how many crab they caught.
Yeah.
I think Danny Maddox and I have that perfected as he's been giving me the scores here.
Really nice.
Hand off. Oh, we had him in well. Okay, we stayed with him. Jake Vondenkamp down there with a little
Yeah, he got him. Going to bring up, 3rd and 10. We're defense standing strong here. 7:50 remaining in the game.
Need a stop here. Quick pass, complete. Oh, and he breaks the tackle. You're going to get the ball down to the 15.
Had a shot at breaking it up, or at least an early tackle, and just missed it.
Yeah, we want to thank all the people who have helped us out this year. Darren Neufeld, all of our crew, the moms and grandmas that have brought us cookies this year. We wish more moms and grandmas were doing that. You don't have to be a grandma of a player, just a grandma. Thanks to our spouses for putting up with us being gone.
Yes.
It's been a really good season. There's a pitch.
Mike, our 4th quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture Edward Jones Investments and the Lumberyard. We're going to get them in here while we got a chance.
Into the game, we'll have our final St. Luke Hospital quarterly report with Casey Case.
Oh, can you guys hear me here?
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding me. I was just going to say, I think some spouses might thank MCTV for taking their husbands away once a week.
That's a point well taken.
Maybe not all of them, but some.
Yeah, I think that Danny likes Jeremiah.
Got a flag on the far side of the field, and they're going to call offsides on Marion. So it's going to make it second and three.
Antone Vendeska, big junior at 226, now coming in on that defensive line. Oh, good run up the middle. He's short of the goal line.
He didn't get in.
He was close.
One of the names that you haven't heard us mention tonight is Daniel Hinton. He's one of our seniors, and he's at home ill, and he missed last week's game and this week's game. And definitely a noticeable missing athlete on the team, and hope he gets better soon. And it's been a lot of fun watching him play this year.
Sure has. Oh, good defensive play by the Warriors.
Tyler Pallett came out of the backfield and stopped the touchdown from being scored.
That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
I'm shivering up here. Jay's got on gloves. I would put on my gloves, but Jeremiah's shaming me.
I didn't say anything. You can put your gloves on.
I'm not gonna.
You might not be able to turn on your lamp.
I will. I've done it before. Oh, did he get in?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Got in that time.
Stidler on a 1-yard touchdown run.
The seniors on the Warrior team this year are Bryce Schultz, Peyton Heidebrecht, Mason Peterson, Noah Albin, Aaron Riggs, Jeremy Hitt, Daniel Hinton, Nathan Baldwin, and Cade Harms. Those are some fine young men and some fine football players, and we've certainly seen the highlight film of Bryce Schultz the last couple of ball games.
Absolutely.
Peyton Heidebrecht has not had a flashy year, but he has had a very successful year, and that kid, we're gonna miss him.
I tell you what, he's a workhorse.
He really is.
He's out there making blocks and making runs and being in the right position at the right time, and that kid's got a smile on his face when he's on the field or on the court. When he's competing, he's just got a great smile on his face, and what a great player to have on the team, and he will be missed.
Mason Peterson, who was kind of the offensive star the first half of the season, I don't think his production let down. Others joined him for a really wide open attack as we went on, but Mason has made some of the. I've been watching doing this for 23 years. He's made, I think, a couple of the best catches, if not the best catches I've seen by a Warrior.
Yeah, one of the things Mason did in early in the season is he made those hard catches. He was in the right place and made those amazing catches, and that opened up the field for some other players to shine also. And Mason's a great student, great athlete, and a lot of fun having him on the team and in the community, and what a great player also to have out here.
Noah Albin is a very undersized at 5'8", 165 linebacker. How many times have we called his name tonight? That's the way it's been all season. He is one of those kids that's got a motor that just does not stop running.
Yeah, and you might look at Noah on the field in terms of size and compare him to some of the other players out there. But I tell you what, if he lays the smack on someone, they're going to feel it.
Good run by Wheeler to return that kick out to the 43. Next up on our senior list is Aaron Riggs. I don't know, can't say much about him. Rarely sees the field, or should I say rarely leaves the field. Just if Aaron had a little more size, I think he would be, he could play small college ball now, but I think he might be playing at a bigger level.
Yeah, Aaron Riggs is one of those people that is just going to move the pile with him when it's on him. And he's so strong. Those legs just keep moving. And he plays, from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, almost every game we see him.
We're back on offense. Stringer wants to throw. He pops it out here to Heidebrecht.
Just a little bit out of the reach of Peyton Heidebrecht's hands and unable to come up with it.
Jeremy Hitt is a 5'10", 231-pound senior. And Jeremy, I tell you, he's one of those kids that we probably haven't called his name as much as we should have, because it's kind of hard to see that interior line play. But I think his play was very well represented by that pursuit and sack of the quarterback earlier tonight. He didn't get credit for the sack, but if the other player hadn't got him, Jeremy would have, because he was right there.
That's right. Jeremy's a really good player to have out on the field, and he's part of that offensive and defensive line that comes in and subs out and has fresh legs throughout the game. And Jeremy's a good player, and he's a lot of fun to watch, really down in there in the trenches.
Daniel Hinton, you mentioned just a minute ago, Jeremiah, was having a very productive season for the Warriors when he became ill. We don't want to overplay that, because we don't want people to get the impression he's got some life-threatening illness, but he's got one of those things that you can't come play in a football game because he's contagious, and he'll be over it and probably be back in school in a week. 3rd and 9 for the Warriors here. Quick pass, that's to Stuklik.
The ball comes out.
And it's going to go to Hesston.
Yep. And Hinton was one of those guys that if we weren't calling Palak's name, we were calling Hinton's name early in the season on those tackles, and definitely missed last week and this week, but wish him well, getting better, and we have had a lot of fun watching him play over the years.
Nathan Baldwin, a 6'2", 207-pound offensive defensive lineman. Nathan has been there all season long. He is a smart kid. He's the young man that got that tackle for a safety earlier tonight. He has been a rock-steady performer. I think I would describe him as one of those guys who's not going to be probably the star of any game he plays in, but if he's not playing, the star won't have nearly as good a stat.
Yeah, and Nathan does a good job of being where he's supposed to be, and when he makes a hit, when he makes a tackle, it is exciting, and he has a lot of fun out there on the field, and it's fun to watch.
And our final senior on the Warriors squad is Cade Harms, a 5'11", 255-pound lineman, offense and defense, and might be worth noting who was All-State last year.
Yeah.
And, he came back this year. He missed that Sedgwick game, and we thought, boy, this is killing us, but we're able to come back and overcome it, and I'm sure he hated missing that rousing victory. But he, again, is a force on the line, both sides of the ball. If you're Aaron Briggs, you want to be running behind Cade Harms.
Yeah, and Cade is a very smart athlete, and he does a good job playing on the line and making those pulls when he needs to and getting in the right position to make the blocks, and very smart athlete.
4:26 to go as Hesston takes over here. He's going to get to the 40-yard line. Big gain on first down.
We were talking, there was a Tampa State bank timeout.
Oh, yes. Our managers for the Warrior squad, we should have mentioned them more this year, but we got Larry Zimmerman, Ethan Hinton, Allie Het, Cheyenne Lewis, Cooper Carpenter. Those are kids that, some of them are females, some of them are not, some of them are males, but they're kids that aren't necessarily suiting up and playing, but they are participating, they are helping the football team, they're a part of the football team, they do the dirty work, and we ought to give them more notice than we do, frankly.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely right. They're at the practices, and putting all the time in that the other players are putting in, and
they just never get to have the fun of scoring that touchdown or catching that pass.
That's right.
Third and very, very short now for the Swathers, leading 57-24.
3:22 remaining in the game. Different quarterback in for Hesston.
Yeah, Hesston has subbed quite a bit. The ball's come out. I think all the turnovers have gone Heston's way so far tonight.
Other than the interception, we had an interception, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
We did. We did have the one interception. Forgot about that.
There's a pile down there. They're laying down there to stay warm.
I thought you said it wasn't cold. Gene is sitting down there. It's Heston's ball. He has got on his windbreaker. He's got on
a winter coat.
He does. He has the down between the knees and the waist, heavy-duty winter coat. It looks like Nanook of the North. And he's on the ground while we're up in the air.
I've gotten a lot of MCTV swag, but I'm waiting. I guess 5 years is the year for the winter coat, isn't it?
Yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do it. I told you the same thing last year. We need to do it. We just didn't do it, did we?
It's all right.
Yeah, well, we're not going to get you a coat till you get smart enough to wear one.
I know it.
Keep in mind that only you can hear Gene, and only you can prevent forest fires.
Gene says it's not cold enough for a coat this year, but he's wearing his, so.
Yeah. 2nd and 8 for the Swathers. Short gain.
2:09 remaining in the game.
Make sure to pay attention to MCTV Channel 20 on Wednesdays and Sundays as we get into basketball season. We'll have Jandy and Mickey and Chris will be once again bringing you Lady Warrior basketball. And, of course, the old coach, Jerry Smith, will be calling the Marion boys games along with someone. Kevin Freesing has hung it up, retired, wandered off into the sunset aimlessly. But we'll have somebody to work with Jerry. Probably Casey Case. Quarterback keeps. And he's going to get another yard or two. It'll be 4th down. 4th and 5.
Gain of about 2 brings up 4th down.
Well, we certainly saw a nice ball game from Chase Stringer coming in. That sophomore, 6'3", came in relief with Snyder down.
They're in looks like they might punt here.
Mason Peterson going to drop back.
Or maybe not. They brought in the starting quarterback. Yeah, 60 is back to punt.
But he's not the starting quarterback.
No, 16 is the starting quarterback, and he's...
Well, we've got a timeout, a Tampa State Bank timeout, called by the officials.
Want them to reconsider.
They took too much time. Wanted them to reconsider. Time out. You guys think about this. There'll be 41 seconds on the clock when the ball is snapped. Kick away is going to go out of bounds somewhere around 18, I'd say. Mark back upfield. Okay, right on the 20.
Pretty good.
Close.
Yeah.
I think anything I do, if I'm within 5 yards, 5 seconds, or 5 letters, then I'm calling it good. I don't, I'm kind of going on and on, but the Warrior cheerleading squad, we've mentioned them this year. They've really done a nice job. And like anything else, the teams are up and down. The cheerleading squads probably are too, but they've done a really nice job this year. Aaron Riggs with maybe his last carry of his Marion career.
That could be. Looking at 26 seconds left. And, Mike, this was a game that looked bleak at halftime, 35-2, and Warriors came out in the third quarter with a fire in the belly, and they played tough. And 57-24 is it's a tough score to look at, but Warriors really did play well in the second half, and they're going to have to hold their heads up high on having a great season.
Nice run by Wheeler. Does not get the first down, gets close, but that's going to be the end of our game. We'll go down to Casey Case for the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
Guys, kind of a bitter pill to swallow. You go 7-2, have a great year, and your season has to end. I'll tell you, the theme of the year, though, had to be the third quarter. I mean, my Lord, what a third quarter those boys came and turned in tonight after being down 35-2. You think of the third quarter at Sedgwick, the third quarter against Trinity. It's been a fun year. A lot of great athletes. You guys mentioned those seniors, and one of the few things about having a senior class this big is that they are all productive and going to be missed horribly next year. Got a good junior class coming up, but man, it's going to be hard to replace. What are there, 7 or 8 of them, guys?
I think there was 8 of them. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
9 seniors.
That's a big senior class anymore, and it's gonna be tough to replace them. But anyway, guys, beautiful night for football, beautiful season for football weather-wise, other than that Inman game, and back it up for the year. Guess it's time. Back to you guys.
Jeremiah, we want to make sure we thank all of the sponsors who made these broadcasts possible this year. Just want to thank Roger Schroeder. We forgot to mention Roger earlier, who would have liked to have been here tonight, I'm sure, but he also liked being home with the new baby.
Yeah,
girl.
I think he's enjoying spending some time with his daughter.
So final thoughts from Jeremiah Lang.
Mike, I've had a lot of fun watching these boys this season and seeing them come out every Friday and put all they had on the field. And like Casey mentioned, the third quarters especially have been a lot of fun to watch. It's sad to see it end tonight, but we are thankful for the efforts that they put forward, and we're going to look forward to seeing them in other sports as we move into basketball and wrestling and then track and baseball.
Thanks to Gene Winkler for all that he does. Thanks to Danny and Jay.
Yeah.
To Casey and Jeremiah and Roger and all of our crew. I've always enjoyed this.
Thanks to you, Mike.
Well, thank you very much. I hope we're all back next year, and we'll try to get me off the mic and some of these other guys on it a little bit more. I'm sure that will make a lot of people happy. But that'll be the end of our Warrior football season. Warriors finished the season 7-2, another great season, and unfortunately, once again, do not advance into the playoffs. Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night to you. Good night, Red. Good night, Kevin. And good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.